Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man? As y'all could tell by the title of that video, you already know what we're gonna be talking about today. Today gonna be going over the top 10 best survivor perks in Dead by Daylight. Whether y'all getting chased by the killer or y'all just trying to finish generators, these perks are everything in Dead by Daylight. These perks give you real power, real survivability, and real utility out when you playing, bro. Some of these are underrated, some of these are classics, but all these are straight up game changers. But before we do start talking about the 10 perks, full disclaimer, bro, these perks are strictly my opinion and these are not in any order. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all may agree or y'all may disagree with me. You feel me? But this is just what I think, this is what I believe, and these aren't in any type of order. These are literally just like how I listed them when I was recording it. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and start with number 10.
Alright, so at number 10 we got Bond. Bond lets you see your teammate's aura within 36 meters. No activation needed, no fancy conditions, you just put it on and you use it. Why you should use this perk? You avoid crowded generators, you spot when someone's going for the unhook so y'all aren't stacking for no reason. You can run to a teammate if you need to get healed, and you can see who's injured, you see where your injured teammates are. And you don't waste time wondering where everybody went. Bond is good because, it gives you a bunch of information, bro, you feel what I'm saying? And information perks are always good in Dead by Daylight. Another thing, which is probably the most important thing that Bond is used for to me, is the simple fact that when you're getting chased by the killer, you aren't running the killer to your teammates that's already working on the gen. Because if you do that, then the killer automatically gets to put pressure on 2 of the survivors out of 4. And if 2 of y'all are getting, pressured by the killer, that means that there's 1 less person working on generators. And time is everything when you playing Dead by Daylight. And at number 9, we're going to talk about, which I believe is one of the most controversial perks when it comes to whether it's good or not, and that's Windows of Opportunity. Windows of Opportunity to me is literally a top 3 perk in the game. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care, some people can say I'm bad at the game. People can say I'm a baby survivor. I don't care, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Windows is probably one of the best perks in the whole entire game. Feel me? And for those of y'all that don't know what Windows of Opportunity really does, it basically just shows you the vaults and the pallets on the map for a certain amount of meters. And a lot of the so-called sweaty survivors, they say that this perk just simply isn't that good, only because, if you're good at the game, you should know where pallets and the vaults are. But let's say you do know where they're at and your teammate uses them. You wouldn't know that if you didn't have on Windows. You see what I'm saying? At number 8, we got what I believe is one of the most underrated perks in the whole entire game, Vigil. Granted, now you feel what I'm saying, Vigil has been getting a lot of love, and it's been getting recognition that it deserves. But Vigil has to be one of the best survivor perks in the whole entire game, bro. Basically what Vigil does, bro, it basically lowers all status effects by 40%. So that means that if you're, exhausted, broken, hindered, mangled, anything like that, bro, it lowers that status effect by 40%, which means that y'all get that sprint burst faster, y'all get that life faster, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all get all the exhaustion perks way faster, which is a lot of times what it's mainly used for. But Vigil is a great perk, and it helps everybody on your team, bro, not just you. So if your teammates are, like in the same area as you, if they're within 16 meters of you, bro, Vigil helps them as well. So that's why I got Vigil as, one of my top survivor perks in the game. At number 7, we got Sprint Burst, which, I'm pretty sure if you know what Dead by Daylight is, you know what Sprint Burst is, bro. Sprint Burst basically gives you a 150% speed boost when you run for 3 seconds. And then after you use it, it basically causes, the exhaustion effect. And, bro, I don't really think I need to, go too deep into it, bro. Sprint Burst is an OG perk, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's been one of the best in the game since the game came out. You feel me? You can, 99 Sprint Burst whenever you're getting chased, and then you just speed boost away from the killer. Sprint Burst is definitely a top pick in the game. At number 6, we got Off the Record. Basically what Off the Record does is it gives you the endurance status effect. It makes you have no grunts of pain, and you're immune to aura reading for 80 seconds. Basically what the endurance status effect does is it pretty much just lets you take an extra hit. So if you get unhooked, every time you get unhooked, Off the Record activates, And if the killer wants to come straight for you right after you just got unhooked, it lets you take an extra hit. And it lets you take a protection hit. So let's say that your teammate is injured when they come unhook you, and then killer tries to swing again. You can take the hit for your teammate, and you and your teammate can escape. Off the record is a great perk, you feel what I'm saying? Granted, it is situational at times, but 80 seconds is a long time, bro. A minute and 20 seconds is a long time in Dead by Daylight, bro. So you're definitely going to get the value out of the perk. At number 5, we got Kindred. Kindred is one of the most useful solo queue perks in the game, bro. And it's useful with survival friends. Basically what Kindred does is it lets everyone see each other's aura, and it lets you see the killer's aura if they're within 16 meters. You feel me? So let me explain it. Basically what that means is if you're on the hook, you can see all your teammates' aura, and it lets you see the killer's aura. And it lets your teammates see all their teammates' aura, and it lets them see the killer aura if they're within 16 meters. Now on the other side, if it's your teammate that's being hooked and you're out in the game still playing, it lets you see all your teammates' aura, and it lets you see the killer's aura, which I mean is perfect for information, bro. So it lets you know that when it's safe to get a hook. It lets you know if the killer is camping your teammate and all that stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's perfect for solo play because a lot of time when you're playing solo queue, obviously, you feel what I'm saying, there's no comms. So when you have Kindred, there's literally no need for comms. And it prevents face camping, you feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, bro, the killer can kind of, if the killer is good enough, a killer can tell when you have Kindred. So you feel what I'm saying? It kind of prevents face camping because they know. And it encourages your teammates to make smart plays and strategic plays. And this is a key top tier information perk, bro. This is one of the best information perks in the game. And information is the key to winning games when you're playing Dead by Daylight. At number 4, we got Fixated. Basically what Fixated does is it lets you see your own scratch marks, and it lets you walk at a 20% faster rate. Granted, on paper it may not sound as good, but once you start using it, bro, this perk is extremely good, bro. It's very useful during chase, and because there's a lot of people, bro, that are in game that like to walk around the map. You feel what I'm saying? To save their sprint burst, to save their exhaustion perks. And a lot of times, you feel what I'm saying, I know that they can come as a habit. Fixated can help with that because, I mean, it lets you walk at a 20% faster rate. And it may not seem like a lot until you actually start using it, bro, during chases and stuff like that. Because when you're getting chased by a killer and you're walking 20% faster than normal, you feel what I'm saying, it helps you get your exhaustion perk back way faster. At number 3, we got Finesse. Finesse allows you to vault windows and vault pallets quietly and slightly faster. It's a 20% speed boost to your vault speed. And it may not seem like a lot, but in chase is massive, bro. The perk seems pretty simple, and it may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but if you use it correctly, bro, this perk can be crazy, bro. If you pair it with stuff like, you know, windows or light and stuff like that, bro, this perk can be crazy, bro. At number 2, we got Resilience. Resilience is the most versatile and underestimated and quietly OP perk in the game, bro. While you're injured, everything you do is 9% faster. Vaulting, healing, unhooking, opening exit gates, generators, cleansing totems, everything. Everything you do it at a 9% faster rate when you're injured. That's literally the only downside to this perk, is that you have to be injured for it to work. But bro, this perk is crazy, bro. It's simple. It works with literally any build, bro. Like, where you can plug it into any build and it'll improve your build massively, bro. And it's always active when you're hurt, which, you know what I'm saying, which a lot of times for some people is most of the match. 9% in Dead by Daylight, bro, is huge, bro. You vault 9% faster, you win lose. You do generators 9% faster, you push the gen progress. Bro, this perk, bro, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, on paper, of course, 9% may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, bro. But dude, bro, once you start using this perk is crazy, bro. Resilience boosts 9% of everything you do when you're injured. Everything. And then number 1, we got Hyperfocus. This is for all the people that want to focus on completing generators. Basically what Hyperfocus does is, after hitting the great skill check while repairing or healing, this perk also works when hitting great skill checks while you're healing. This perk gains 1 token up to 6 tokens. Each token increases the chance of skill check triggered by 4%, the skill check cursor speed by 4%, and the bonus progress for great skill checks by 30% of its base value, bro. Which means that for each great skill check that you get, you're increasing the base progress, which is crazy, bro. So imagine this with 6 tokens, bro. Bro, you're completing generators like the Flash, bro, literally. The only downside to this perk is, bro, that you do have to, you know what I'm saying, hit great skill checks. But if you pair this with, you know what I'm saying, other perks like this is not happening or stake out or prove thyself, bro, this perk is insane, dude. Alright, so that is going to be the 10 top best survivor perks in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all think I missed any of them, you know what I'm saying, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.